All right, we're gonna go regular on this one. This is the nighttime look. I'm about to relax for the night, even though I do wake up a little late, and I stay up late doing things into the nighttime. Now that I'm messing with technology more and the internet and the social media thing. So, but yeah, just explaining why I look gruffy or whatever. But sometimes I don't want to like put on a hat and a shirt and little jewelry or whatever to do a video. It's not that deep. I want people to know the most important thing about what I got going on with the YouTube and everything is true organicness. You know what I'm saying? Like real being organic. But you're gonna hear me talk about stuff that's going on. I'm not gonna not talk about stuff I'm watching and hearing about just because everybody else is. So I just seen that Kevin Hart is suing Katt Williams for $100 million in a defamation lawsuit. And, I mean, it's on and popping, Katt, I don't know neither of these people. I speak easy, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that everybody wants Katt to be the one telling the truth, because what he's saying, if it's true, it's time for that kind of stuff to stop. So, like, I would hope Katt is telling the truth. I can't say that I know what's going on. Everybody's like, oh, what are you blind? Saying blind to what? You act like I be at the Golden Globes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you act like you be at the Golden Globes. But what I'm just saying is that, I mean, if you want to say what do you think in your gut, I would say I've been said that this is going on. I haven't had a platform. It looks like I finally got a platform. And, I'm out here speaking my mind. That's why I told you, even though it's a lot about hip hop music, because I'm a producer and a rhymer, and I also dabble in editing at the moment, and I can engineer too, and also produce beats, But yeah, mostly it's about producing beats and writing rhymes, And I actually can stay away from sampling and create a fire beat. So I'm talented in a couple of the beats you hear. It's only me playing all the instruments. And then also, niggas know I get busy with the spitting, you know what I'm saying? So, but I finally got a place where I could talk to people, and share my ideology without, crapping on theirs. And at the same time, give my point of view about what's going on. And this is just a big fact, in my opinion. It's like, I say opinion because y'all would say it's opinion. To me, it's a fact in my heart. But, like, I understand why y'all call it opinion, because it's not your point of view. So, but there will be people that agree with this one. There's too much money up top. Period. That's it. And I'm not asking for no money, so I don't have no hidden agenda. I've never asked nobody for $1 in my life. One time I borrowed money from my man Ray because it was looking bad for a second, and I hustled my way out of that too. After my pops passed away and we were homeless for 3 months, I never looked back. It was hard for me to even watch a person throw away leftovers. That's how bad it was. Like I would see a person throw away food, and it would almost be like, how could you do that? You know what I mean? And when, even when I was flourishing, like, if there was a last bite on the plate, if it was a person close to me, like my wife, or I'd be like, I eat that, don't throw that out. You know what I'm saying? And they'd be like, they found it a little strange, but not big time, because they understand it's food too. But they didn't know how I felt about, like, not like having anything for that period of time. It changes you, So, but Katt Williams and Kevin Hart, that's what we're here for. That's one of the things we're here for. We're also here for the Cowboys and Jordan Love. But, and about the Cowboys too, real quick, that wasn't nobody's one fault in particular. They fell apart. That's it. The whole team. So, but anyway, back to Kevin Hart and Katt Williams. In my gut, I think Katt Williams is telling the truth. I could be wrong. It's speculation. Allegedly, a lot of allegedly, because same way you're not supposed to talk to the boys and you're supposed to say lawyer is the same thing that you're supposed to make sure you include allegedly, because that's what keeps you from saying, this is for certain. You can't throw dirt on people's names like that. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. People just don't care. Like they'll convict. Look, if we innocent until proven guilty, then why, if I haven't been found guilty yet, am I in a cage? Hypocrisy at its finest, right in your face. Innocent until proven guilty. Well, you ain't proven me guilty yet. Why am I in a cage? Because I couldn't come up with $100,000. We live in a world where people hate the truth. And, there's been times I've become better at hearing the truth, and trying to even open my mind up to entertain the fact that it is the truth about myself being told from another perspective. That's hard. You think you got everything right because, you'd be like, you don't know my life. Who are you talking about? You talking about your sister, your brother? They do know your life. Your mom's, your kid. If you're not listening to your kid because they're your child, but the child is dropping a gem and you don't pick it up, you're worse than the child by far, because you're supposed to show them that anytime something's told to you that's worth at least entertaining or even maybe changing your outlook, if something truly smart is said, you're supposed to listen to that. If somebody drops a gem, you're supposed to pick it up. It don't matter if it's your little brother. It don't matter if it's your kids, who you really think don't know stuff compared to you. But you're supposed to hear them out, and if it makes sense in your heart, you're supposed to change your outlook. A lot of these people made mistakes, and they don't want it to come out. Some of them might have truly changed. Some of them might want to not be like that no more, but it's too late now. You did things while you were receiving adoration from all these fans, and now they're gonna find out while they were loving you, you did some slimy shit, and that's if Katt is keeping it all the way live, but I don't, let me tell you something. We're talking about, bad stuff, blacklisting is taking money out of people's mouths. That's the same thing as stealing. Like, they're talking about Oprah now, and this is not me putting her name in it. This is Taraji P. Henson talking about her Monique. So, on the strength of what these people are saying, if Oprah's, not as cool as she seems to be, look, I'll put it like this. What they're accusing Oprah of is bad, but what people don't understand is that just because you didn't hit somebody with a bat or do a home invasion, that don't mean you ain't violating them. If Oprah stopped $1 million check on somebody, if somebody ran up in your house home invasion style, a matter of fact, let's make it even less than that. Let's make it a burglary. This way, it's not as violating as if they ran up in your crib with guns and had your wife at gunpoint and all that. Let's say it's burglary. so that when you walk home, the damage is done. You never encounter any fear or like you're not terrorized. But when you walk in your house, the $1,000,000 is gone. It's a burglary. It was there 1 second, gone the next. Now let's say Oprah stops somebody from getting their hands on $1,000,000 check. Hypothetically, is that not the same thing as burglarizing the house for $1,000,000? Even if it isn't, it's not what a person should be. If you do that type of stuff, you shouldn't be held in such high regard. You do slimy stuff, and everybody's looking at you like, oh, you're the savior. Like, people idolize people too much, man. I'm not a fan of nobody. LeBron James, I think you are the greatest player ever. I'm not a LeBron James fan. I think he's the greatest player ever. And I have respect for him for it. And if I seen him in person, niggas they're like, if you've seen him in person, like they're like the way you even saying it. No, but listen, if I seen LeBron James in person, like, I could understand the girl in the stand next to her. She's, especially at her age, I might have been starstruck at that age, definitely, But as I've become 47 years old, I'm only starstruck by myself. I'm only amazed by myself to that degree. I only put myself in that idolized spot. My father, maybe. You get what I'm saying? That's my pops. My moms. But that's it. I ain't a fan of nobody. I'd still buy your stuff if it's worth buying. I've bought Souls of Mischief tapes and haven't bought music in a while, but I was buying mixed CDs that were licensed, around the time when Beanie Siegel had the beef with Jada, and a lot of mixtapes were coming out right around that time. So, but yeah, I wouldn't mind spending money on stuff I like. That don't mean I'm a fan of you. And this ain't to stop people from being fans. This is just my outlook. This is how I view it. It's okay for people to be fans, and people love people, and the artist loves their fans too, and it's like I said, it's kosher. But for me, I just would rather give the person their props for how good they are at something, instead of worshiping them. I don't worship. Man, listen, man. Get out of here with that worship stuff. I worship my mother and my father. And let me tell you something. If God forbid, I would have parents that were absolute bozos or even criminal, I don't idolize them neither. Martin Luther King is somebody I could understand a person idolizing. And to be honest with you, LeBron James does a lot of good things, but it's still different. Martin Luther King, Gandhi, Mother Teresa, John Lennon, Bob Marley. Like, what are you people doing? How Tekashi 6ix9ine was idolized? I don't give a shit. I don't care who he ran with. Like, he utilized gang to get rich. He is like the biggest capitalist as far as like a young rapper trying to make his bones. He capitalized on he's from the hood. We're close to each other. I literally live like 10 minutes from where he's at. Not where he's at right now. I don't know where the fuck he's at. And to be honest with you, I was always rooting for Tekashi. And then, like you start to see things and you're like, he's not, a champion. Period. Champions don't go out like that. That's it. And that's not a diss to him. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I'm not worried about seeing Tekashi around my way. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't even take it there, but I'll be with people that love me. Put it like that. And love is very strong, and they love me because I wouldn't fold. You know, big shout out to Bobby Shmurda, man. That's gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? He took more time to get his people's sentence reduced. Like, do you even understand that? That's like, rest in peace, Young Dolph, man. I ain't gonna get into that one. Y'all want to know about Young Dolph? Y'all go look it up. But Young Dolph, man, rest in peace, Young Dolph. And what I was gonna say, Bobby Shmurda, man, he stood tall, man. That's the tallest shit I ever seen, probably. It's craziness, you know what I'm saying? I not too long ago I heard about like an indictment on like 150 dudes or some shit. That's gangster, like the movie that Vin Diesel's in. They stand tall while Vin Diesel plays the attorney. That shit's crazy. But, he stood tall, man. Big shout out to Bobby Shmurda. Rest in peace. Young Dolph. Big shout out to whoever the dude was that Vin Diesel played in that Mafia movie where he plays the lawyer. That's standing tall, bro. And like I said too, that's if you even get you rocking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not for people who work 9 to 5s. This is not about for people that don't, that they work hard and they don't want to be involved in trouble and they speak respectfully, and it's okay for them to call the cops and they don't have no problems like that. But at one point I was in a position where it would have been all you knew. And by the time they bailed me out of the predicament, I won't even say a predicament, man. I love where I came from. Shit ain't no predicament. But what I'm saying is that I came up in a certain place, and it molds you, especially, at a young age. Maybe if you had a 40, 50-year-old mentality, you would know not to go left. But you don't know not to go left, and you go left. And a lot of stuff happens, a lot of stuff, and like I said, I ain't even gonna act like I was on it like certain other people, because there's people that when I got busy, you know what I'm saying, but there's people that if you want to talk about like street resumes, I can't. I wasn't on it like that, but this is one good thing. It didn't matter who you were. You wasn't going to touch me, and I wasn't going to touch you back. So, even if I lost, it's all right, though. And if you came back again, we'd fight again. And if I lost again, it'd still be where if you came back a third time, we'd fight again until you left me alone. There's been 1 or 2 times where I've been nervous like that, but eventually you start to understand that, freezing is the worst thing you could do. Might as well act, because there ain't gonna be no mercy. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, Katt Williams, I want to talk about Shannon Sharpe too. Listen, throughout my life, I've prided myself on seeing people and almost instinctively knowing whether they are official or not. But still, it takes some true interaction for a little bit of time, or even being able to watch the person for a certain amount of time. And man, listen, I don't know. I hope Shannon Sharpe don't got at least not too bad a bone in his closet. Everybody got bones in their closet. Literally, everybody got some shit. People they don't want people to know something from back in the days. You know what I'm saying? I'll be real honest, but some shit, it ain't that deep. Like, I'm not about to, I didn't come on here to, reveal my worst skeleton ever. You know what I'm saying? So we all got skeletons, but I'm hoping Shannon Sharpe don't got too many skeletons, man, because you are an inspiration to a lot of people, bro. And now with power comes responsibility. So, people are watching you harder than ever. You know, you're earning them big bucks because people are really feeling you right now, including me. And you know, the only reason that is the case is because you come off with ultra integrity, ultra organic, not scared to tell the truth. Love your family, like real honorable stuff. You know, came from tough backgrounds and made it out. You know, and just you seem like 100% class act, almost 100%. Everybody got their little flaw, character flaw, whatever. But now you got a lot of people on your back, man. They got your back. You got the Verizon man, like Jay Electronica said. What he says, and now the people got my back, like the Verizon man, something like that. And if you know, in the Verizon commercial, he got like 1,000 people behind him, like an army behind him. Well, that's you right now, my man. You the Verizon man. And like I said, when you got that many people believing in you, you can't let them down. You know, right now you almost looked at like like symbolic for the people. Like I said, big shout out to my son. You know, I seen Math Hoffa going back and forth with Sirius Jones, and they need to leave that alone, man. That's two dudes that if they met under different circumstances, they probably be on some brother from another mother shit. That's how I really feel. I know how this hood works. You know, you get introduced under certain circumstances, and stuff happens. And meanwhile, if you would have been born on the dude's block, and he would have known you beforehand, y'all probably would have been clicked up. So like, y'all need to leave that alone. Listen, I don't know whoever will see this, who won't, but Math was wrong, you know, and that's the end of it. And Sirius is the kind of dude, it seems, that, you know, that's not a pill that he could swallow, you know. And then what happens is now, because of something that can't be erased, he feels like he's got to make sure, you know, like people be on some in the streets. If they know they could get over on you, they'll do things to you. You know, this is more of an old school type of theory, because like in the 80s, yeah, if they knew that somebody did something to you and do something about it, yeah, the streets would hear. We're not there. This is Twitterville. You don't gotta get Math back, and you still a man. People see that. They see you a real dude. You know, and at the same time, Math is trying to humble himself, but at the same time, it looks like he don't want to be like too like, but don't think, you know, I'm wreck. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, you know, and you know, big shout out to Sirius Jones too, and Math Hoffa, bro. I would love to see y'all squash that. So, but yeah, now we're gonna move on to the Cowboys, and wow, the Cowboys. I got a homeboy named Rich, right? That's my man, yo, Rich. If you see this, big salute. He's a diehard Cowboys fan, so he's on some predict the future. The Cowboys are gonna win, and they were looking good this year. I could definitely understand him thinking they were gonna go far this year. Dak Prescott, you know, he was an MVP player during the regular season, and CD Lamb is an MVP player too. They just don't give it to the wide receivers often, so you know a running back ain't getting it, or anybody else. It's like quarterbacks, like football is the only sport where like there's one guy who, if he gets the spot, he's the only one that can be the Jordan. You know what I mean? But you know, the receivers are like second, and then the running backs are third as far as offense and popularity, even. You know, because and tight ends too, but they go for shorter passes, so there's no way you're gonna see Tyreek Hill stats on TJ I forget, Hockenstein, I think his name is. So, or you know, Travis Kelce. So, but what I was gonna say, but I could understand Rich thinking that the Cowboys were gonna go far this year because they looked their best in a long time. Good squad. Micah Parsons, I believe. C.D. Lamb. Dak Prescott. C.D. Lamb and Dak Prescott both having MVP caliber seasons. But there's a guy named Jordan Love on the Packers, and they said in the last like 7 or 8 games, he's thrown like 20 touchdowns and only 1 interception. And they counted him out because he did bad. I think in one game he threw like 4 picks or something. Something happened where people like wrote him off for a second, and now he's back. That's how sports is. That's how sports is. So, but yeah, I can't believe I was shocked that they lost. I thought they were gonna win too, you know. But Jordan Love got busy. Anybody else on the Packers team off top hand that I could think about? Who's his weapon? I can't think right now about it. But yo, just anyway, yo, Rich, my bad about the Cowboys. I was rooting for both of them because I mess with Jordan Love too, but you know that's my dude though. You gotta see him. He be you know, like he be really holding it down. Like, put it like this though, he's a diehard fan. You know, he rides for them 100%, and he takes whatever shit he got to take after, you know, they lose, as usual. You know, don't feel bad, Rich. I mean, he's a Knicks fan too. That's the funny thing. So he feels that pain with me, but the Giants' pain he don't feel because he's not a Giants fan. But at least we got 2 with Eli Manning. That's not too bad. We're not in one of those 50-year droughts yet. Rich only got the Emmitt Smith and Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin years. You know, it's been a little while. That's like my Mets. He's suffering. So, but anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all already know what it is. You know, a little bit of sports, a little bit of pop culture, a little bit of reality. And that's it. It's your man Spank.